What's going on, everybody? This is Real Good Stuff, podcast about movies where we just review movies. I'm Air.
I'm Keaton. Also,
no, I'm gonna start over. What's going on, everybody? This is Real Good Stuff, movie where fucking hell. It's a movie where we review podcasts. Fuck.
Can we keep that one, please?
No. What's going on, everybody? This is Real Good Stuff. Just a podcast where we review movies and stuff we like. And I'm one of your co-hosts. My name's Eric. I'm joined by my other co-host, Keaton.
Hello, that is me. You know me if you watch the show.
And today we finally got a chance to see Spider-Man Far From Home.
A little bit early. Not too early.
Yeah. So
you saw it super early. Yeah. I did not see it super early. Eric has already seen it twice. Before the release even has officially happened.
So, we're finally just sharing our thoughts on the movie, and we'll do like a spoiler-free section first, and then go into spoilers for those of you that've seen it, and So initial thoughts.
It's good. It's just good. I mean, it's not amazing.
Okay,
it's not spectacular.
Okay, look, this man has been bullshitting for a long time.
It's good.
He's been bullshitting with everything. He's been capping super hard on Endgame, so I'm not sure if he's being serious or not.
It's good.
For real?
No, I think it's good. What? Why?
Okay, no, I'm just curious.
You think I'm not telling I'm not being truthful?
I mean,
when I say it's a good movie,
it's hard to tell by now.
What's that? What's that supposed to mean? No, I think it's a good movie. I mean, is it like the part 2 to Endgame that Kevin Feige was saying in the advertising, which is kind of bullshit?
I never bought that for a second. I think this doesn't really serve as like an ending to that whole story arc. It almost makes me really wonder why they decided not to make this, because at first it was the beginning of the new phase.
It might as well have been.
But then at the end,
there's no difference.
Yeah, but then at the end of recently they changed it to it's supposed to cap off like the whole saga and stuff, which
like if you consider this the end of Phase 4, it's way more of a letdown than just having it been Endgame.
Yeah, so I guess if you walk in with that I guess I should say don't walk in with that expectation. I mean, at least because I got that completely out of my mind. I was like, I don't even think this is going to be anything close to a sequel. I mean, it kind of was in a way. Like, well, no, not really. If you really stretch it out, then yeah, it could be a sequel to Endgame.
I think it's more of a sequel to Endgame than it is to Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. How?
If you were just a Spider-Man fan, for whatever reason, you just watched Spider-Man Homecoming, and then 4 years later, 5?
No, technically 10, isn't it?
No, I mean in
movie
since Homecoming. What was that, 2016 or 2017?
17.
Okay, so 3 years. You waited 3 years. Sure, you got some of the cultural absorption from some stuff.
It's 2 years.
What do you mean?
It's 2 years.
2 years. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so 2 years. You wait in between that. You get this. And then you have to, all the Endgame shit has to be explained to you.
Okay, well,
which also the Endgame stuff affected everything exactly how I thought it would. Is that some classmates are older and then some aren't. I don't know why that was so hard for some people. I think you even had comments on it.
No, I'm the one who brought it up to you. I was like, hey, if you really think about it, that means literally everybody is 5 years younger than the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And then, they literally, it was one of the first things they brought up.
It just so happens to be all except for one of his classmates.
Yeah. Right?
Yep. See, the one thing I've been wondering since I've seen Endgame and Infinity War a bunch is, does the half that he killed, is that half of humanity? Like, is that half of any given species?
Yeah.
Or is it half of the universe total?
No,
so theoretically, a whole planet could be wiped out while one is perfectly fine.
Yeah. No, but it was, he did it to where it was half of every planet.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
What if you weren't on a planet?
Then you'd be grouped with the other people that are currently in space.
That's a really arbitrary line, but just curious.
I mean,
weren't they super lucky that Captain Marvel didn't get snapped?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's kind of a tangent. Anyway.
Okay, but I'll be honest. My first viewing, I thought this was amazing. Other than like two gripes that I have with I guess not so much the movie itself, but the characterization, because there's a couple of character choices that I, one of those dudes that like look. Okay, I'm about to get
not too spoilery, but
no. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say what it is until spoilers. But pretty much it's just character choices, and it's one of those things where I'm mainly one of the ones that has an issue with it. I'll say it at the beginning of the spoiler section in case you guys don't care enough about that. But yeah, pretty much. Other than that, watching the movie again a second time as a movie itself, I think I liked it a little less, but I still really enjoyed it. Like it went by super fast for me. I thought this is the first time we're seeing things with Spider-Man like that hadn't been done before,
with no Iron Man supervision.
Yeah, which look, I mean, other than one of the other things is like I do hate how much they had to remind you that he was dead. Like
they did it. They had like pictures of him
everywhere. Like everywhere. And
which kind of killed my hopes that he was going to make like a hologram appearance.
No, I'm glad
there was pictures everywhere.
You wanted that?
I wanted, yeah.
No. Whenever
at least a Mysterio kind of
no
illusion.
No.
Some of the stuff that Mysterio does is pretty cool.
Yeah,
for those who know who Mysterio is, like a master of illusions. There's some pretty cool visuals that come along with that.
There's some there's stuff that you haven't seen before. I think at least in a Spider-Man movie
or in an MCU movie, it's pretty visually creative.
Yeah, I mean, because I'd compare it maybe to like that scene in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that too.
Yeah, but just in a different freaky way, I guess. But but I thought Tom was great. I thought everybody was great, actually. All the kids. Actually, you know what? Maybe the only bad one. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't dig Zendaya so much.
I liked her, but she had a lot more characteristics in this one. Like she's just kind of like a weird gothic girl.
Yeah,
MJ. But that's better than like her. Just I think it's better than her characterization in the first movie.
Yeah, well, in the first movie, she was just kind of like an airhead.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to know she was MJ and the red herring of.
Oh wait, you meant Homecoming. Sorry, I thought.
Yes, no one's talking ever about the original Raimi trilogy.
Wow, oh my God, people!
Is this the best Spider-Man 2?
I don't think it's better than Spider-Man 2. The Raimi one. I don't. I mean, it's definitely.
I probably wouldn't say it either. I haven't seen Spider-Man 2 in a while, but I probably wouldn't say it either.
It's definitely.
It's maybe the second.
Better than
the second best Spider-Man 2.
Honestly, this is where I rank them. Like Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, and then this one. I think this is the third best one.
Really?
Yeah. I'd watch this over Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
Even though Spider-Man 3 is a bad movie, but it is entertaining nonetheless.
Okay. Listen, we have to watch the Raimi trilogy at some point for the podcast. Okay, so I really like the high school shit. So him trying to get with MJ.
I thought all that was super relatable too.
And the thing about this is that the Homecoming superhero action stuff was super toned down, super small scale, relatively.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that happens is a plane crash, and that's because a character does something stupid. In this, it's like
it's ramped up.
It's huge action, and I think it. In the first one, it was like really mixed well together, the high school drama and the action, because it ended up tying together in a way that the main villain of the first movie was the girl's dad that he wanted to be with. And it showed the conflict of, oh shit, he has to hide his identity and kind of mix the two and make the sacrifice to do that.
Right.
But in this movie, I mean, there's more of like, oh, he's trying to hide it, but it's more like played out for jokes. I don't know. It doesn't mesh as well in this movie. The high school stuff and the action stuff. It's like the action is too big scale, and the high school stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
It's just kind of what happens when your high school superhero has been fighting Thanos 1-to-1. It's like, well, what does he do now?
You see him take on the neighborhood. It's not the destination that matters. It's the journey.
Is that the tagline?
No,
for this movie,
but still. I don't know. I thought it meshed pretty well, to be honest. But that's just me. I thought the only thing, is how he hides it, or rather his lack of hiding his identity. No, I mean,
there's a lot of people who know. And I think that happens in every movie, is that a lot more people than the comic books know.
No, but not only that, but I'm saying, like, for example, look, there's a part where he has to put on a mask, right?
It's he doesn't like take off his shirt.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, take off your shirt at least. Like, take off other things. Because other than that,
he's literally just Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I thought whenever, because it's in the trailer that MJ figures out he's Spider-Man. At least jokingly, but like, I thought it was gonna flash back to that part, like where he's just wearing like a carnival mask.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was gonna cut back and she's like, "Oh yeah, and I just saw you there," and it was gonna flash back to him just putting on the mask.
That would have been I thought
that would have been a better gag.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, but I don't know. I thought all the action was super like yeah, but, you know, I hadn't seen anything like that in a long time. You know,
some cool Spider-Man parts at the end.
Yeah,
you know?
it's definitely a lot more, because that was the complaint about like Homecoming, that it wasn't like Spider-Man enough. You know, that he wasn't
swinging through buildings,
and stuff like that. And you definitely get
a lot more of a transitionary period now. So
exactly.
This movie is kind of him transitioning from small time to big time.
No, not only that, but you know, it shows him dealing with consequences of his actions. You know, like, because Homecoming didn't have many consequences in the end, but you know, this one in particular, like with every decision he makes, there's big repercussions. And I mean, aside from that, what'd you think of like the elementals of the villains?
Oh, the best villains ever. So much characterization.
Wow. Okay, look asshole.
Look, we can't talk about much more without getting into spoilers,
right?
Because to talk about the elementals, you got to get into spoilers, because the way the villain.
Okay, how they looked, what they did.
They looked fine, but like, I knew the twist going in, as much as like the promotional material was trying to to lie straight up. So you ready to get into spoilers?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, other than that,
Peter Parker's fine. The classmates and the comedy's pretty on point still.
Yeah, no.
The way the movie starts is one of my favorite bits from the first movie, just like ramped up to like bring Endgame into the fold, which was the kids newscasters at the high school with it's like the really shitty editing and stuff like that. Yeah. I love that bit.
Yeah, me too. No, actually, this movie was really funny too.
No, yeah, there's some great comedy parts. Is it the same director? It's John Watts, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I think the comedy was good overall. I mean, but again, the comedy parts and the high school stuff don't always mesh with the action. It's my general review. I'd say watch it. Still good. Not the best.
Wow.
Any general review before spoilers?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a huge big step in the right direction. Like, or not even in the right direction per se, but like, you know, just we're seeing him grow. You know, I can definitely see the growth between here and Homecoming, and you know, it's just I'm kind of excited just to finally be seeing like a Spider-Man that we can grow up with, I guess. You know, like to think that in a couple movies, because rumor is that they want to make 3 trilogies, 9 movies in total, 3 in high school, 3 in college, 3 as an adult.
That's a lot.
I'm super down with that.
I mean, see, okay, so like I played the SpiderMan game, and I think that's by far the best representation of Peter Parker's life that I've ever seen in media. It just mixes so well. It makes it like a compact experience. Like it has like the big scale stuff towards the end of the game, but like the beginning of the game is he gets evicted because he can't pay rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Eventually he'll get to that, but it's hard to think that he'll ever have to struggle with rent, because in this universe he has like a ton of Tony Stark's money. And
which again, it goes into some like character complaints or whatever. But yeah, actually, fuck, that's true. God damn it.
All right, we're gonna get into spoilers. We'll talk about that a bit. All right, everybody, before we get into spoilers, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Skillshare. They've been sponsoring several of our podcasts at this point. Basically, our only sponsor because no one likes us. Anyway, so you can sign up right now with our special link in the description to get 2 free months of their service. So they're basically the Netflix of learning. So you can basically check out classes about anything from filmmaking to music to basically whatever you want. There's 20,000 classes, so there's a lot to pick from.
I actually took a class, and no cap, it was pretty cool. I actually did learn a lot
about music.
I'm not gonna say what it was.
Oh, okay. Secrets. Anyway, so you can also have your secret free trial just by checking out that link for 2 whole months. You can cancel at any time, so you don't actually have to be charged at the end. But any trial signups will actually support our show, so we do appreciate that. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into spoilers.
So first thing, did you notice they cut out that scene from that was in the trailer?
They cut out several scenes in the trailer. That's something that Sony does.
Yeah, like
they've always been doing that.
The whole fucking scene they cut out.
They cut out several scenes, like the passport part, the part where he's in like the deli.
Wait, the passport part.
Yeah, there's the joke where it's Peter Parker here to pick up a passport.
Oh yeah, I didn't even remember that.
It's a bunch of random shit.
Well, no, like, do you know the action scene where he's in the Iron Spider suit in the casino?
Oh yeah,
that whole thing's not.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that whole scene's not in there.
Weird. It's a lot of CGI.
Yeah, and they apparently, I mean, it's gonna be on the DVD now. They said, but they said they cut it out because initially I thought the beginning how it starts out was kind of weird.
What do you mean?
I thought that, that scene where Maria and Nick appear and then,
it's like cut super short.
Yeah, it was suddenly cut and then, it cuts to the gag, with the high school stuff. Which in
memoriam.
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved it so much.
I thought it was super jarring. I mean, once, they
had to explain Endgame, basically.
Yeah, which, I mean, I thought it worked. I wasn't surprised at all that they pretty much just kind of ran with it with also as a joke, everybody just.
I mean, that's the best way to have gone over it by just calling it the blip or whatever.
Right.
I thought about it just now, like how one of the high schoolers is 5 years older. I'm like, oh yeah, he still technically has. Well, no, because he could have just gone through school during those 5 years. So why is he still in high school? If he's 21,
he's not. Wait, what? What are you talking about?
The one guy, he was 5 years older.
Oh yeah.
Or was the implication that he blipped out and then came back looking older?
That's what I thought too. Okay,
it's a really weird implication.
No. So look, at first, my first viewing, that really confused me because also there's some dialogue.
I thought he was just older because they're like, oh yeah, Ben's going on the trip. So I'm like, what I think the writers were trying to get across was that he's 5 years older and he's just going on this trip because they're the people he knows, I guess.
Oh no, I don't know. I just took it as maybe like just had another.
That doesn't really make sense. Like you wouldn't come back 5 years older. That's.
Oh no. So look. At first, yeah, I thought I was a little confused by the way they explained it, and then I thought like,
So he just didn't die basically in Infinity War.
Who?
Brad.
No. So he survived. Everyone. He wasn't one of the ones that was
so he survived.
Yeah.
So he grew 5 years.
Yeah. So he went to school for those 5 years or whatever.
Yeah. So he's 21 and he's just now going on a high school trip with a bunch of 16-year-olds. Is that that's what it means?
Look, man. I guess so. Let him be.
It's statutory rape. Eric.
Oh, okay. All right. Actually, holy shit, is it?
Yeah.
I guess it would. Fuck.
He took pictures of Peter Parker with his pants off.
Oh yeah,
that's
that was funny.
That's something I'm not going to say to fuck up.
That was so fucked when that happened. I was like, oh,
it was all for comedy too. It didn't,
bro. No. But all of these things in the movie, like all the high school stuff, I thought was super relatable. Like just he's trying to get with this girl. There's another guy in the way. Like he's kind of looking over, just kind of peeking every now and then. Like, are they? Oh boy. And then, yeah, I don't know. I thought all of it was great. Like the way, at first, I wasn't really fucking with Zendaya being MJ, but I can't lie. After this movie, like I'm totally down for it.
You can see why that Peter Parker is with that MJ.
Yeah, no,
because they're both awkward, and it just kind of.
And also,
you get to see them interact more in this movie, and it's good.
No, yeah, and then also because the way I thought about it is it kind of sets it up for like maybe in high school, because sometimes like
What'd you think about the bit, by the way, of Ned and Betsy like getting together?
Oh yeah,
and then break. Yeah, I knew the bit was gonna be they break up by the end of the movie.
Yeah, no, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, all the high school bits are good. Like the teachers back and forth.
Oh my
like
man.
One of them just being super depressing, and one of them just being
Jesus,
weird.
When he said like my wife pretended to blip out.
God, that was a good joke.
I was like, oh no,
God,
please.
It's so depressing.
Yeah, but so as far as like also the elementals, like that twist, I
knew it was coming.
Well, I
knew they were lying to me.
Before getting into this movie, I literally didn't look up anything. I wanted to maintain being surprised. So I just stayed away from all the TV spots. I just saw the first.
I mean, like I stayed away from it too. But one thing I read was like them saying, "Oh, Mysterio's going to be a hero in this one, and maybe down the line we'll explore what happens." I'm like,
no, you're not. Look, you're not. I didn't even read that. I'm saying I didn't read anything, and so I thought maybe that is a possibility. But I was just kind of going with it at that point. But I thought the way they explained it was.
I'm glad they said that. I'm glad they lied to make Mysterio seem like a hero, but like. You're not gonna.
Although I will say this, I really like Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio. I thought he was really good.
I thought there'd be a lot more of him. There's not very much of him in the movie. Like him and Peter interacting.
Oh no,
they're only in like a few scenes together. They have like one heart to heart, and then like the beer or whatever, and then he just gives him over the glasses, and I'm like, that's why he's doing it. Because I'm like, oh, I thought he was just trying to manipulate Peter Parker to be on his side. Right. Like that would be the twist going into it, but no, he was trying to get that. And when it ended up being like the whole team and they're like, on like a stage play, I was like, oh, that's what they're going for.
Yeah, no,
I didn't expect that aspect of it, the whole Stark employee thing.
Yeah, which makes sense.
It's a good way to do it in the MCU, where it's not just like him, because usually it's just him being mad at Spider-Man in general.
Right.
Which whenever it came to like the Mysterio stuff, where like the Spider-Men are punching him, there's other Spider-Men that come out of the mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if that's like a direct callback to the game, like the PS2 game, because that's like part that happens.
Oh,
there's like the really fucked up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The wiggly ones or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if that's like a classic comic thing, but I know something that was in the PS2 game.
Oh, yeah.
Where Mysterio had like a long chunk of it. But, yeah.
Yeah,
he was fine. He should have had more characterization.
Not only,
but I get that they didn't, because it would have probably given away the twist. As soon as he hit like the invisible thing on the Ferris wheel, I'm like, okay, he's a villain.
Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't even notice that my first viewing. I
immediately I was like, oh, it's a projector.
I didn't catch that, so I just like whenever MJ picked it up, I had lost, like I didn't know what it was. So that way, when the twist came, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I still expected, but I was like, "Man, this is really cool. It's a cool way of going about it because it makes everything else seem like it makes that scene where he's tricking Peter really fucking cool. Like just the shit he put him through."
Yeah.
Although the one thing that I'm mad about still is that again, there's no fucking Uncle Ben. It's just a small line.
I wish Mysterio had said it. He's like, with great power comes with great responsibility.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he asked for the glasses, and he's like, "Hey, you're not responsible enough. Oh, give me that." What if he uses it as like a villain thing to like convince him? That could have been intriguing.
No, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have at all. No.
Eric is very adamant about the great power responsibility.
It's a core. No, not only that, just Uncle Ben in general. He's a core.
Not anymore. Like that's the thing is. Spider-Man's pretty gutted at this point. He's basically like an MCU conduit.
No.
Because he's new Iron Man.
No, he's not. Stop saying that.
He's new Iron. There's literally a part where they do a callback with Back in Black and everything. I really like that scene. But I'm just saying, he's not going to be traditional Spider-Man. Like the red thing is never going to happen because of Tony Stark. They're going to be like, oh, Tony Stark left some money for you. Or something like that. I don't know that he's ever going to be able to get to 9 movies, by the way. Because Tom Holland, he'll be like 30 years older at that point. Unless they start filming him back to back.
Yeah. There's only 2 years total of gap time in between them, isn't there?
I mean, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm tripping.
That'd be like 20.
Oh no,
if they make
shit.
9 movies,
yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
At least, but they got that like 15 years.
Yeah, they got that.
That's if they don't take breaks.
And they got that de-aging shit not whittled down too. So who cares?
Tom Holland's already my age. He's like 22, 23.
Yeah, but look how young he looks.
Well, how old was Toby though? He was like late 20s, right?
No, he was late 20s. By Spider-Man 3, I think he was already like 33 or something, 35, 36 or something.
I get he'll look perpetually like a high schooler. I used to be able to pull off a high schooler like as an extra, like just by shaving, but now like my facial hair grows in too fast.
Oh,
it'd be like that.
Multiverse, not real.
I knew that was a lie. That doesn't make sense. Did they even say like the snap or whatever?
No, they didn't.
They didn't explain it like that.
Yeah, they just they just kind of said it, right? The multiverse just exists, whatever.
Yeah, they kind of glaze over it. What else?
Oh,
I fucking
what?
The post-credit scenes, because I think we covered everything.
Yeah. No, I thought they were. I love them.
JJJ, sure. He's InfoWars, the Alec.
Oh,
okay. So basically,
God.
not Samuel Jackson. Was it J.K. Simmons? He came back to play J. Jonah Jameson in the post-credit scene. An Alex Jones version of him, to the point where he has like a semi-bald head, which looks really weird.
Fuck, man.
He's wearing the suit, and his logo and set look exactly like
I lost my shit, dude.
Yeah, the pre-show crowd lost it. But the thing was, this is also during a reveal, which is basically a direct continuation of the ending, showing that Mysterio is framing Spider-Man for his murder and the murder of other people, I guess. Mm-hmm. Even though, like, realistically, I know it's probably going to be the entire plot of the next Spider-Man movie, which I guess would have to come out before the next Avengers movie to wrap up this plot line. I don't like it. It could realistically be solved in like 5 minutes. Nick Fury would just come out and be like, "Yeah, no, that's not what happened."
I don't know,
and then
man.
they just release the footage from the Edith glasses, and then disprove it, and then the only person who disbelieves them is J. Jonah Jameson, but everyone else is like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
I don't know, man. You never.
What
know
I assume they're set up for is J. Jonah Jameson being a bigger part of the next movie, and then they set up the Scorpion as the villain, because Max Gargan's whole like backstory he's already set up in the first movie, and he already hates him. But J. Jonah Jameson, Max, it's Max or Mac?
It's Mac. But why does he hate him already? Oh, because of the ferry?
He was on the ferry, and he's at the very end. He has the scorpion tattoo and like the fucked up eye. And in the comics and other stuff, JJJ is actually the one who funds the Scorpion being made.
Yeah, no,
because he can kill a spider.
No, and Rhino, I think too. No,
I don't know about Rhino.
No, it was.
And Scorpion's actually a villain who we haven't seen in a movie before, so that could be interesting. If he's, I want them to do. They'll either do Scorpion in an interesting way, or they're going to go full Sinister Six. They might hold off Sinister Six for a while, though.
Yeah, no, I think they are.
I hope Michael Keaton doesn't die between now, though. R.I.P. in advance.
No, please.
I fucking love Michael Keaton so much. I'm not biased.
Yeah, he is. His last name is Keaton.
So, yeah, that one was like, I was just like, come on. I guess that's what a post-credit scene is supposed to be. It's a direct setup for a sequel.
I was happy
but
with it,
that makes me think that kind of like in an Iron Man 1 and 2 scenario, 2 Iron Man movies took place before the first Avengers movie. Right. I guess that's what they're going to go for.
I mean, I'm cool with that.
I mean, I wanted it. That's what they fucking got me.
See, I mean,
they fucking got me. Because I want that plot line to be wrapped up, and hopefully a satisfying way. Second post-credit scene. It's revealed that Nick Fury and Maria Hill were Skrulls the entire time. They didn't really explain what Nick Fury was doing. He's in space. He's in space for no reason.
Yeah, just chilling.
Like if he was just on vacation, that would have been a better explanation. But no, he's just in fucking space for some reason. Like, what is he doing?
Just chilling.
Eternals?
No, just chilling.
Is Eternals a space?
What's wrong with him? Just chilling.
Anyway, so the script. I guess that's the joke of why Nick Fury and Maria Hill are just like not as good.
They were acting kind of weird throughout the movie, so I was like, "There's something going on." Like Nick Fury's not the same.
I guess. He says, "Don't you invoke the name?" Talking about Captain Marvel. I was really hoping, because they always they talk about like, we need you basically to step up to be like a full on Avenger because there's not many left. I thought there was going to be a post-credit scene where they like get everyone in a room. I was so hoping they'd get everyone in a room. It's Black Panther, maybe Doctor Strange, whoever's left, maybe.
Yeah, because we already know they're out there. So like, what?
I want them to be in a room. Is like, hey, the meaning of the new Avengers.
And what?
New Avengers Assemble.
No, we already know.
That's what the next movie's going to be. It's going to be called The New Avengers.
Yeah, but like we already know they're out there. What's the point of just seeing them in a room, instead of catching a new?
Because he gets to meet them. He's never formally met all the Avengers.
Yeah, he has. He's met Doctor Strange. He's met
Who's left now?
Half. A lot of them really.
But who's left that will stay? Who's left that will stay?
Honestly, only like 2 of them died. Really.
Well, Captain America's dead.
Okay, sure. It's 3. Wait,
no. Who else? Vision was dead. Which everyone just kind of glossed over. Nobody really cared at the end.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I thought they were going to bring him back in some way.
I know.
I guess, they're going to bring him back in the show, probably.
Yeah.
That'll be weird. That'll probably be like the thing they bring him back in the show and then he'd never get seen in a movie again. Kind of like Phil Coulson.
Stop.
Okay, so people... Because, so Doctor Strange probably won't come back.
Or he won't come back.
He probably won't be back in an Avengers thing.
Why not?
Maybe, unless it's like a huge... Because he's dealing with outside threats. Doctor Strange too.
It was never really established that he was...
Captain Marvel probably not coming back, and they're probably going to Why would Captain Marvel come back? They're going to make that joke every single Avengers movie until she shows up.
They've literally said she's going to be the face moving forward.
I don't believe that's true. I don't believe it.
Okay, well...
Unless it's like a Galactus... If Galactus comes in as Avengers 4 villain, yeah, I'll believe it. I'll believe that Captain Marvel's coming. If it's just Doctor Doom, it's probably not going to be Captain Marvel.
I see her coming back frequently. I don't know why she would be.
How much they talk about how she's dealing with other planets. I have the narrative understanding that okay, she's not gonna be around all the time because people are always gonna say, "Oh, where's Captain Marvel?" every single time. I get that she's not gonna be around all the time, but you can't say that and have her come back for meaningless things.
Well, I don't know. It's been one movie where they've said that. Just this one.
No, this movie.
What else?
Endgame. They said
Endgame. Well, yeah, they said as an explanation why she hasn't been around the past 20 years.
So you think she's going to be around every single Avengers movie here on out? Do you think they're making a Captain Marvel too?
Yeah, to both.
Okay. I think it's gonna be modern day.
I'll bet you money. Yeah, or no, I don't know about that one.
Maybe that's what the Nick Fury thing is a setup for. The Skrulls, modern day.
Modern day what?
Modern day Marvel. Which is technically our future.
Yeah.
2023 or whatever. God damn, that's so fucked.
How
do you count the time? Do you just count the
years? That's true.
Plus
yeah,
5?
Yeah, because it's really confusing. Yeah, because it does get really confusing.
Or 6? I don't fucking know. Anyway, yeah.
Above all, that's all for me. Because also I got to rush to work now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh fuck.
And
all right, yeah. Look out for the next movie we watch. I don't know what it'll be. Bye.